Osiris in Tuna al-Jabal in Armenia is unique in its architecture and in its art. Its construction resembles the ancient Egyptian temple, but its art joins between the ancient Egyptian art and the Greek-Roman art, and sometimes it projects the unique characteristics of each art alone.
The facade of the tomb of Osiris takes the shape of the Egyptian temple in the late period and in the Greek-Roman period. So the mix between the two arts was inevitable and is clearly seen in the front chamber or the pronaos of the tomb, as its scenes represent the daily life of the Egyptians. But the second chamber, which is called the naos, has scenes that are religious and fury. That's why they kept the ancient Egyptian traditions, and no mix between the two arts appeared between them. The scenes on the screen walls at the front of the tomb are also religious. They show Osiris presenting offerings to God Tut, who was once represented as a human with an ibis bird head and once with a monkey's head. There are texts in hieroglyphics on both sides of the entrance, containing a speech addressed by Osiris to the visitors of the tomb, asking them to pour him water and present to him 1,000 loaves of bread, 1,000 bears, 1,000 oxen, 1,000 birds, and a long list of offerings. The texts also comprised his summarized autobiography. All these are ancient Egyptian factors found in any ancient Egyptian tomb and sometimes in temples like Abydos temple. The temple was built by King Seti I and his son King Ramesses II. It comprised a rare scene in which the list of all the legitimate kings who ruled Egypt were listed until his time. Above the list there is a prayer to God Ptah Osiris, who dwells in the temple, to increase the gifts for the king to be 1,000 loaves of bread, 1,000 barrels of beer, 1,000 head of cattle, and 1,000 geese. Ironically, that text was 1,000 years before it was transcribed on the walls of Osiris' tomb, which stands witness to the way the Egyptians preserved their religious beliefs and their ancestors' reverence, and repeated them over and over in order not to be forgotten, so that they can stay lessons to the coming generations. And that's one of the secrets behind the greatness of the Egyptian civilization.